Morning everybody, welcome to day 11. Join us today. We are going to be riding the Eagle's Way, finish off the Trollstigen route all the way to Andalsnes, and then we are going to do the Atlanta Havenweg, the best driving road in the world, allegedly. So it's pretty early in the morning, we're in Geiranger. Poor old Wilbur there. We'll get out of here. It is fresh this morning, but there's actually breaks in the cloud for a change. So I've got up early, it's due to start raining at 11, it's 7:30 now. I'm going to get me brekkie, which is over there, and we're going to get on the road. But if you look closely, and now we can see it over in the hills here, zigzagging up and down there, that is the Eagle's Way, which if you go north out of Geiranger, the road zigzags backwards and forwards for about 8k or something up the side of that mountain. So we're going to do that. It's a section of the Trollstigen route. We'll do that there. Got me porridge and got a coffee there. And if you look closely up here on the mountain, which is that one, yes, it snowed last night. That's, I don't know what it was, that 100 meters above us or something, so it's not too bad now. It's about 4 degrees here at the moment, I think, but the snow is chasing us. We've got a few breaks in the cloud. We're going to get to the coast where it's 10 degrees warmer, and the weather's due to turn for the next few days and be cold and a lot drier, so I'm sure Wilbur's going to enjoy that. That's me being optimistic again. It actually rains solid for about the next week, I think. Anyway, here's Wilbur. He looks like he's done a few kilometres now, that's for sure. So the plan's the rest of the Geirangertrollstigen route. So we're here, Geiranger, and we're going to head north. There's the Trollstigen, and it ends at Sogabru. Let's go! So Wilbur fires up nicely. I can check the headlight, make sure that's working. The old Lucas, hand in front of the headlamp. And off we go up the hill. Oh dear. That's not good. Well, poor Wilbur says no. Oh, he must have got water in. Well, start having a look. I guess a distributor full of water is not going to help things. So let's dry that out and see if it makes it any better. Oh, poor Wilbur. So I raided the kitchen for the paper towels on the campsite. We'll dry it out and hopefully that's all that's wrong. Let's try that again, should we? Let's see if we get further than the campsite reception hut this time. That would be nice, considering we got 150k or something to do today. Oh, he feels a lot better now. Yep, it must have been water in the distributor. We'll just ride it steady for a while, get some heat into the engine, and that will help evaporate anything else that's left. Okay, turn right here, down through Geiranger town, and onto the Eagle's Way. It's a very nice run down into town actually. We wander our way down through the valley here, snaking backwards and forwards. And if we go around this hairpin just on the right, you can see the walkways. And that was the waterfall trail that we did yesterday. And you get a lovely view as you come around this corner here of the fjord just in front of you. And of course no cruise boats. So this is that little shopping precinct that was there. The tourist tat shops on the left there and a petrol pump. We'd filled up there the day before, and that's it. We follow this along for a couple of k along the side of the fjord, and that brings us to the start of the Eagle's Way. Yes, that was a goat on the road, and you can see it here jumping up onto the railings. I slowed down because I didn't want to hit the poor little fella or hurt Wilbur. Funny the wildlife you see when you're riding around on these empty roads. So anyway, the Eagle Road, or the Ørnevegen, is 11 hairpin bends that take you down from fjord level to 620 metres. And as you can see, you zigzag up and down the mountain on these hairpin bends, and you get amazing views. Every hairpin's got a name. You can see the name sign on the left there, and just enjoy the scenery. It's called the Eagle's Way because eagles nest in the mountains above it, and sometimes you can see them flying. I never saw one though, I was too busy looking at the road. And unfortunately, as you can see, it had started raining, so when I was going over the top through that farmland I only got stills, but I think you get a feel for the road. This is coming down into Eidsdal, which is our ferry crossing for this route. I think we timed this one pretty well. There's the boat, and the guy was waving me on. Pretty good timing. He literally pulled the ramp up just as I drove over it. Anyway, Wilbur seems happy and now he's got a bit of heat in him, so it won't do him any harm just to sit here for 10 minutes and let the heat get the rest of the moisture out of everything. I've got the tick over way too high, so I'm just going to adjust that. While we're on this short ferry, we're just going over there. It'll only be 10 or 15 minutes. Anyway, back on the road. So this is the road section from Lingi, where we're getting off the ferry, to Gudbrandsjuvet, which is our next stopping point. And I was expecting mountainous, snowy, rocky terrain like we've seen previously on these passes. And it wasn't like that. We ran alongside these fjords for a while, and the lakes, and the rivers, and it was more like open farmland. There we are, this 19-kilometre run here. So we run along the lakes for a while. It opens up into farmland. It started to get wet, which is why I've only got stills for this. And then we arrive at Gudbrandsjuvet. I've just stopped here because as I was driving past, I found this. And it seemed rude not to walk along it. It's evilly slippy because it's just all made out of steel. And it goes all the way over there, so let's go and have a look. You've got to take time just to drop into these every now and again, and keep reminding myself I'm on holiday. What a cool bridge. Gudbrandsjuvet, or something like that this place is called. That's a cool bridge. It's sort of raining a bit, but we'll get away with it. That's where we go, in that waterfall. And again, the roads are empty. You know, it's so easy travelling when it's like this. That's what it's about. Look at that. Wow. So this is a 25-metre drop waterfall, but it's forced through that 5-metre wide gorge. The colours of it are amazing. It falls down into what they call kettle holes. But the story behind it, Gudbrandsjuvet, is named after a guy called Gudbrands. And there's a story from the 1500s, and the gorge, or the ravine, is named after him. He ran off with his new bride, and because the villagers were chasing him, he jumped over the ravine to escape. And he was declared an outlaw and lived the rest of his life up in the hills alone. And nobody knows what happened to his bride. So this is the run up to the top of Trollstigen, and it's just like the Dales with the sheep on the road. But unfortunately it's getting wetter and wetter. We've lost the farmland. We're now into lowland, hills, forests and a few of the rocks and things, and this is the top of the Trollstigen. So this is the Trollstigen, and that's the Stigfossen waterfall, 240 metres, and 180 of that is a sheer drop. The Trollstigen road, or Troll's ladder, is 11 hairpin bends, and it descends 850 metres, and it actually goes over the top of that waterfall twice. It's an amazing road, and it's used in many car films and places like Top Gear and all sorts of things because it's so spectacular. And here's one of the bridges that goes over the top of the waterfall. Unfortunately, as you see, it was a very wet day, but it still doesn't stop us enjoying this. So that's the Stigfossen waterfall over the bridge, and there's a second one further down. Amazing. That's the Trollstigen road on the left there, zigzagging backwards and forwards. And a pretty impressive waterfall. So we worked our way down here. As you can see, there's no traffic. Unfortunately, again, it's wet, there's water on the camera. This is one of the hairpin bends, and it just opens up. Waterfall on the left, waterfall on the right. And you come round the corner here and look at that. Just an amazing sight. So the road was actually opened in 1936 by King Haakon VII. The road is closed in winter because the weather's so bad, and there is a couple of services where you can buy coffee and tea and look at the lookouts. I didn't stop at them because the weather was so bad. I just wanted to see if I could get down through the valley into some brighter weather. Not that that worked. And just when I'd seen enough plastic troll tatting Geiranger to last a lifetime, look what we found here at the bottom of the Trollstigen. Yes, it's the Trollstigen Troll Cafe. Perfect if you want to buy even more plastic troll. Well, I've just stopped to fuel up. Thought we might as well. We're in Eidsdal now. I think that's how you pronounce it. What about the Trollstigen route? I didn't expect that. I thought the run down into here wasn't going to be anything special, and it was just going to be the open farmland and stuff all the way. I had no idea that section of the road was even there. Amazing. So I just thought I'd stop here, fill up with fuel. I might just grab a tea or a coffee from the shop here, take 5, and then get going to the next ferry, which is about half an hour away. Trollstigen. Well, I mean, the open farmland, the roads, there's nobody about. And that route coming down from the mountain, it was 3 degrees up there, and it was just starting to snow. But I was okay. I was nice and warm and on the bike and stuff. And what can you say about the Trollstigen route? All I can say is that in my head I was going to give the earlier sections, like from a couple of days ago, a 7. And I was riding along through the open farmland and everything. I thought, no, maybe this is an 8. That last section has got to be a 9. So overall, on balance, I'm going to give the Trollstigen 8 out of 10. I think that's fair for that one. Well worth doing, well worth going out of your way for. Right, I'm going to get a coffee and get going. It's wet. I'm not going to charge things while I'm riding along with them out in the open, because that caused mayhem last time with water getting in stuff. So I'm going to turn the camera off, get to the next ferry, and then I can put the camera on charge while I do that. So join us next time when we ride the Atlanterhavsveien, the Atlantic Road. We take our ferry journey number 10. Wilbur finds an English friend to talk to. We start heading over the bridges with the ocean on our left and right. It gets extremely wet and the cars start ploughing by waves, which wasn't fun. We meet Anton, who was on the English bike. we find a great spot for lunch, and we're on the Atlanta Havsvägen. We're riding along empty roads with the ocean on both sides of us as we run across the bridges to the islands. The scenery starts to open up. We arrive at the iconic Storseisundsbrua Bridge, which is the long curvy one on the ocean road everybody does the pictures of, and we continue on winding our way through these islands. It starts to get very, very wet. We take ferry journey number 11, and eventually we arrive at the campsite soaking wet, but what a great day. All that and more next time on Wilbur's Arctic Adventures.